Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. So there is three guaranteed things in life: death, taxes, and Kevin Love trade rumors around this time of the year. Once again, the Cleveland Cavaliers are interested in listening to trade offers for Kevin Love. And how's he been this season? Well, he's averaging like 17 points, 11 rebounds, shooting like 37% from three. So definitely doing Kevin Love type things out there. At this point in his NBA career, I would say, you're looking at like a third option on a championship team, but he can still bring it every single night. So, assuming injuries aren't an issue, which with Kevin Love, that's it's kind of a rough thing to say out there. But regardless, man, we are going to go through 5 potential trade destinations for Kevin Love. You all let me know in the comment section below. Would you want Kevin Love on your favorite basketball team, or give me the best fit possible? Just because I'm curious what you guys have to say about that. So, we got some honorable mentions down here, one being the Denver Nuggets. Now, that's definitely interesting. You're looking at probably giving up some expiring deals to get Kevin Love. Gotta keep in mind, he's got like 3 years left on his contract. So, that contract's going to be up until he's like 34 years of age. So, you don't really want like a Chris Paul situation where you're overpaying for a guy that's not really putting up the numbers. Although CP3 is playing a lot better this season. So, yeah, I don't think Kevin Love, I don't think his game is like going to age poorly. I mean, as long as he can shoot threes and rebound decent enough, he'll be good until he retires from the game of basketball. But yeah, you put him on the Denver Nuggets, and, let's assume Paul Millsap was part of that trade. Then you are getting a better scorer, you're getting a better rebounder, you're losing something defensively because Paul Millsap is a better defender. But yeah, Jokic's been struggling a bit this season with his field goal percentage and really just scoring in general, so Kevin Love helps take pressure off of him at least. I don't think it's a bad move. I think it's kind of interesting to actually think about. The Boston Celtics, I don't really think it's needed all that much. Like, Gordon Hayward's been awesome when actually healthy. Jason Tatum, of course, is playing good basketball. So, yeah, by getting Kevin Love, one of those guys either has to be part of the trade or go to the bench. You're definitely not trading Jason Tatum away for Kevin Love. So, I don't really think it's necessary. I would probably avoid Kevin Love to the Boston Celtics. Charlotte Hornets, I guess if they're looking to make like a playoff push, then, you finally get yourself a decent enough big guy. But at the same time, like, PJ Washington's a nice player. So do you really want to stunt the growth of him by getting Kevin Love on this team? I don't really think it's necessary unless you're talking about like K-Love at the center spot, which probably at this point in his NBA career, not the greatest of ideas. And then finally, you got the Houston Rockets. He would fit right on that three-point shooting, fast-paced offense of the Houston Rockets and D'Antoni's system and everything. So it'll be interesting too, but, whether they have the trade pieces to actually get them is neither here nor there. Okay, so the first team we actually have that's listed is the Miami Heat. So the trade this is talking about is Kevin Love in exchange for Goran Dragic and Kelly Olynyk, who are some expiring deals, I believe. So, yeah, if you look at it from the standpoint of the Miami Heat, right now at the 4 spot, they have like Myers Leonard. He's fine. I wouldn't really count on like Myers Leonard come playoff time though. So yeah, Jimmy Butler gets another like all-star caliber piece on his team. And then you're probably looking at, because you assume you're gonna go with Kendrick Nunn at the point guard spot. Of course, Jimmy Butler out there. Duncan Robinson's been nice. Because Justice Winslow's had like some injury issues. But the thing is though, is that you could just use Justice Winslow as a 6-man off the bench as like the backup point guard. So yeah, you might as well get rid of Goran Dragic, who's been great for the Heat this season. But if it means getting Kevin Love, I would definitely look into that. I don't think it would be like, it's not going to say the Heat are going to win a championship now, but I think it would probably help them come playoff time. So I actually do like the idea of this one. Plus, of course, the Cavaliers get out of Kevin Love's 3-year contract. Next up, we got the Dallas Mavericks. So this would be Kevin Love in exchange for Tim Hardaway Jr., Courtney Lee, and a first-round draft pick, the 2025th pick, man. It's so weird to say that's like that far in the future, because right now it says the Mavs owe the New York Knicks 2021 and 2023. So that's like the next one they could actually realistically give up, because due to the Stephen rule, you can't like trade like consecutive draft picks. But yes, so with this trade right here, once again, it's just kind of unloading the salary of Kevin Love. And then the Mavericks, of course, get K-Love to team up with Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. I would like to see the Dallas Mavericks go out there and get like more of a veteran point guard on their team and stuff. But Kevin Love definitely helps because he moved Kristaps Porzingis to that center position, which I think in the long term of things is actually a better spot for him. At this point in his NBA career, K-Love at the 4, and then Luka, playing the 2 spot or the 3 spot, whatever. And being like the main ball handler as he's been all season for the Dallas Mavericks. And also that 2025th first round pick, I don't think it's going to be that valuable, because you look at Luka right now, he seems like somebody that's probably going to be with the Mavericks long term. I think he's going to pull a Dirk Nowitzki and just, play there for his entire career. And so you're talking like 6 years down the road. Well, Luka Doncic is currently 20, and he's putting up 30 points, like 10 rebounds, and like 9 assists per game, or some crazy stat line like that. So, you know, in 5-6 more years, he's just going to be entering his actual prime. I have a feeling that 2025 first round pick's not going to be all that great. You're probably looking at 25 through 30th pick, you know, come draft time then. So, yeah, I like the idea of getting Kevin Love on this team. Just gives him another veteran player. So, yeah, I don't think it really hurts. It's not like you're giving up too much to do so. Now, by doing this, you are taking on his contract. So maybe come that 2021 NBA offseason, there might be some other free agents that, you know, Mark Cuban and the gang out there wants to try to sign to team up with Luka for the long term of things, because Kevin Love is more of a short term fit. So, the way the Mavericks have been playing, I guess anything's possible. So I guess if they think Kevin Love gets them to another level, sure, why not? Okay, next up we got the Portland Trail Blazers. So this would be Kevin Love in exchange for Hassan Whiteside, the expiring contract, of course, and a 2020 protected first round pick. Now, I'm not really sure why that has to be a protected pick, because the Trailblazers are getting Kevin Love out of the deal, and it's like they're not really giving up all that much, Hassan Whiteside being a expiring deal. Because for the Portland Trailblazers, like the Carmelo signing, this is just another move to hopefully get them going in the right direction and winning some games and trying to make the playoffs. So what I do like about this trade for the Portland Trailblazers, let's be honest, Kevin Love has been like a part of Trailblazer rumors for like 2 or 3 years now, something like that. But also, Ronnie Hood just went down with what I think is a pretty severe injury. I didn't see what exactly it was. I think it was like a torn meniscus or something like that, or Achilles, something along those lines. So yeah, I guess by getting Kevin Love, you add to the depth of the team, but also Nurkic should be back soonish. It was a pretty bitch-ass leg injury he had there, but yeah, so I mean, it would be nice to cash in on Hassan Whiteside and get a guy like Kevin Love in return, because I know like Whiteside's, in my opinion, has been putting up a good stat line, but it sounds like he hasn't really also been like the best fit on Portland anyway. I've been hearing he's having like defensive woes and things like that. But yeah, so you are looking at, you know, Kevin Love at the 4 spot. Now that Ronnie Hood's down with injury, you put Melo at the 3 spot, which is his natural position. And you probably got to get some sort of like filler center for now. I don't really know who they would get exactly, because, you know, Nurkic, even though he should be back somewhat, kind of, maybe soonish, he's still going to have to get back into shape and everything, and that's going to take some time, and especially towards the end of the season, where really every single game counts. Do you really want to count on Nurkic? So that's the reason I don't really like it, unless they, of course, want to go with Kevin Love at the center spot, Melo at the 4. I have a feeling that team, you know, they would probably drop 115 points per game, but you're probably giving up 150. That team defensively would be absolutely horrendous. So, yeah, I'm not really all for that either, but I don't know, if they could like go out and trade for another capable center until Nurkic is back, it would be a bit better. Like maybe actually offer up a few more pieces, maybe toss in Nazir Little, somebody like that, and try to get Tristan Thompson. At least those two guys would have chemistry together, and Thompson would bring you some good rebounding out there, and I think he's a decent enough shot blocker. So yeah, okay, we actually got another trade offered up. It would be Kevin Love in exchange for Kent Bazemore, Rodney Hood, and a 2020 first round pick. That's not going to happen because Rodney Hood's now injured, so you can't trade injured players. Yeah, let's move on to the next one. Okay, we have the Phoenix Suns. So this is a team I've also heard about quite a bit here. It would be Kevin Love in exchange for Tyler Johnson, Dario Saric, and Eli Okubo. So the reason the Suns do this is because they are playing so much better this year than people thought. I think right now they are kind of running with like Frank Kaminsky at the power forward spot. Of course, Dario Saric plays too, but Kevin Love, once again, I feel like a broken record here, does give them another veteran piece to add to this very young team. The idea of Kevin Love and DeAndre Ayton in the front court, that sounds pretty promising if you ask me. I feel like those guys' games would complement each other very, very well. And as far as the Cavaliers getting Tyler Johnson, I think he's on like an expiring deal, so that's all fine and dandy. Dario Saric I actually like quite a bit, so he would probably be the new starting power forward for the team. And Eli Okubo is a project. I remember watching him play his rookie season for the Phoenix Suns. He had a few good moments out there, so not that the Cavaliers really need any more point guards because, of course, the whole Colin Sexton and then Garland situation. So yeah, I mean, the Cavaliers, once again, getting Dario Saric would be nice, but you're just kind of unloading the contract of Kevin Love. That'd be fine. And now for the number 1 team, we have the Toronto Raptors. Okay, I've not really heard much about this one right here. I don't know if I like this fit at all. It would be Kevin Love in exchange for Marc Gasol and a first-round draft pick. So I guess, like, from the Cavaliers standpoint, they get Marc Gasol, who was a nice veteran. And the first-round pick's definitely not bad, but Marc Gasol would be gone. He might actually get bought out. Like, I could actually see Marc Gasol getting bought out and going to a contending team. But yeah, the Raptors getting Kevin Love, that seems I don't know if that's a really good fit unless you're thinking maybe Pascal Siakam at the 3 spot. Right here it's talking about shifting Serge Ibaka to the 5. And then, of course, Kevin Love at the 4, and then Pascal to be at the 3. Once again, I don't know if that's really the greatest fit out there, man. I would say if I had to, like, bet on a team for Kevin Love to go to, assuming they could get another center, I think I like the Portland Trailblazers fit the best. It just seems really nice out there. It just seems like a team that could really use his skill set. And, of course, when you have Damian Lillard, a top point guard of the NBA, you got CJ McCollum, what he can do out there. Melo, the way he's been playing. Maybe Kevin Love gets that team, you know, just really going in a more positive direction. So, guys, let me know in the comment section below, which team do you think will end up getting Kevin Love? Maybe just goes to the Knicks and he can just drop like 30 and 20 a game. I don't know, man. But I still think he has a lot left in the tank. So, it remains to be seen if he'll actually get traded or if this is simply just that time of year again for the Cleveland Cavaliers and Kevin Love. I hope he gets traded, though, man. It's about damn time.